people talking about, oh, I found a studio for $2,000, what a good deal.
Average US rent just hit $3,000 a month.
10 years ago, it was literally 2015, 16. That felt like yesterday. It was 2-bedroom apartments, 1,100 square feet for $900. 1,100 square feet.
Man, $3,000 rent, man, that's pretty pricey. It better be San Francisco downtown, New York City downtown, LA downtown, where I don't see a lot of things going on. Only clean environment. $3,000 rent, bro. Mine is just jump into home ownership. That's easy because $3,000 is ridiculous for apartment. Why these people be paying this such amount of prices? If you are one of those people, let me know down below the comment how you feel. Let's watch this clip.
Have landlords lost their minds? My roommate moved out a few months ago, so I currently live in a 2-bed, 2-bath by myself. And the price that I am paying for rent for a 2-bed, 2-bath with 2 parking spaces is the same amount of money I would be paying for a studio in Los Angeles, California. I feel like our whole perspective is warped because I hear people talking about, oh, I found a studio for $2,000, what a good deal. I just can't even process what is happening with rent costs in LA and also around the whole country. How is anybody affording rent? How?
What the fuck is going on? This is my first time trying to look for housing in Los Angeles. I'm a native LA resident. I was born and raised here. And I've been living in my rent-controlled house with my family my entire life. Now, I work a normal-ass job. I make above minimum wage at one of my jobs. I have obviously multiple, like every other freaking young person trying to survive in this world. One of my jobs is minimum wage. The other is like $18 an hour. And together they add up to full-time work, both jobs. Why the fuck? Like on average, if I work full-time, I make like maybe like 1,500 every 2 weeks. So it's like 3,000 a month max, because my hours vary. 3,000 a month max. I'm literally I can't afford any of these apartments. One apartment is $3,080 a month. What the fuck? How do I buy food if rent is already more expensive than how much I make in a single month? I don't understand. That's a 1-bedroom.
Please help me with my rent. $3,000. Right now, bro, on this page, I'm only doing follow backs. So if you're not asking for a follow back, I am sorry. I cannot help you on this page. But if you want to follow back, follow me, like this post, share this post, and comment where you're from for a follow back.
I feel like the only reason that y'all think a 1-bedroom for $1,400 is okay, yes, because y'all are from big cities and big states that a 1-bedroom is $2,200 to $3,000. The reason that y'all think that $1,400 rent is okay is because y'all got got. Y'all got got. Y'all got got by inflation. Y'all got got by the economy. Y'all got got by the government. Y'all succumbed to the peer pressure that they put on us, making us feel like that $1,400 is good. Like, you feel me? It's not 10 years ago no more, but 10 years ago was literally 2015, 16. That felt like yesterday. It was 2-bedroom apartments, 1,100 square feet for $900. 1,100 square feet for $900 to $1,000. And you think I'm gonna be happy because the world is to shit now and a 1-bedroom is $1,400? Oh, let me take it. What? Man, if I can't find nothing for $900, I guess I'm gonna be living with my mama for the rest of my life. It is what it is.
So this is a common misconception. If you could afford $3,000 a month in rent, why wouldn't you just have a mortgage for $3,000? Well, it's much different to qualify for a home than it is for rent. So number one, you need a down payment. Even if you're lucky enough to get in at 3% and you're somewhere like Orlando where the average home is $400,000, that's $12,000 cash that you need to come up with, plus 3% closing costs, which is going to bring you about a $25,000 minimum in most cases just to get in. So if you don't have $25,000, you're not going to be able to buy a home. But if you do have that money, now you have to qualify on a monthly basis. So let's say you make $100,000. The mortgage lender is going to take your debt to income ratio, and I'd say that's going to be about 40%. So you're looking at only $40,000 of your money that you can actually use. So what's that break into per month? $3,300. Now you have to subtract your car payments, credit card payments, and student loan payments, personal loan payments from that monthly. So if you have a $500 car payment, $300 in student loans, and $200 in credit cards, that's $1,000 off the top. So now you can only afford $2,300 on paper to the lender. So that's all they're going to allow you. And in that $2,300 is not just principal and interest. It's also property taxes, HOA, homeowners insurance. And because you put less than 20% down, You also have principal mortgage insurance, which is a couple $100. So all of that has to fit in that $2,300 window, plus having that $25,000 down payment to get a home. And that is why so many Americans today are still renting.
Okay, tell me why for rent, $3,495 for this little house off of the road. I mean, it's cars and stuff everywhere. There's no privacy. It's like a really busy street, right? 3,000, might as well say $3,500. It's probably gonna be a 3-bedroom. Okay, this is what people are dealing with. See, what we got to do, you got to trick this system. You got to break out of it, right? Because they want what, 3 times the rent now. You got to make 3 times the rent. Many of these management companies are asking for the first month's rent, the last month's rent, and a security deposit just to move in to get an apartment. And the water and sewage and stuff like that, all of that through the roof. I have an idea. I'm not going to say it right now, but you can break out, we can break out, and you are as well, break out of this cycle, right? What we call the matrix of paying rent for a lifetime while never being able to keep anything for yourself and simply living to pay the bills. The average person goes to work to pay their bills, and that is it. And it's a stressful time. So I got something coming. I got an idea.
Okay, so the average US rent just hit $3,000 a month. And since landlords want you to have 3 times the rent, that means you need to make $108,000 a year. And the average American makes $51,000. Half of the country doesn't qualify for an average apartment. Not because they're lazy, not because they failed, but because the math broke. But stick with me because I'm going to teach you the workaround. By the way, I'm Mel. I teach people how to build conscious wealth outside the system. If you're into that, hit the like and follow before I lose you in the algorithm. For decades, the rule was simple. Make 3 times the rent, it protects the landlords, and that's great. But then something changed. Rents kept rising, but incomes didn't. Now there's a huge gap between the income needed and the typical salary. Here's the real problem. Wages follow the market, but housing follows demand, and the two no longer match. And here's the loophole that most people have never been taught. Instead of paying rent month after month, you can actually approach a landlord and say, hey, can I buy this from you in installment payments? And that's called seller financing. No banks, no FICO score, none of that. I would know because I bought my first triplex with $500. That was back in the day when I didn't even have a job. But what I did have was the expertise on how to design a deal that worked for me and for them. So if you want to learn how to do that in your neighborhood, then write freedom in the comments and I'm going to share my free guide on exactly how to do this. Write freedom in the comments, and then you can stop paying rent and start having ownership.
Having apartments that cost like $2,000 a month should be fucking illegal, because why is it that they expect you to make 3 times the rent, which comes out to like $6,000, but most people don't even make that in an entire month? An apartment shouldn't be a luxury. It should be a basic need.
All right, a new poll out today says 2/3 of San Franciscans say the city's on the right track. You can see it right here. And yeah, consider me one of those San Franciscans that does think the city is on the right track, especially compared to what it was during the tough years of the pandemic. Now, if we can only get the rent down a little bit or a lot, I think we'd be in a great place. But the city is definitely cleaner and feels more organized than it has in probably 7 years.
So the average rental price is through the roof, just breaking $3,000. Now, if we want to talk about 1 bedrooms, because that's what we're normally tracking, on average, right now we're sitting over $2,500 for a 1 bedroom. A year ago, it was close to $2,150. So that's a 15% increase that we've just gone through, that's pretty alarming. It's scary. If that happens again the next year, it's going to become very difficult for people. So what are the issues that's making this happen? One of them for sure is going to be inflation, but another one is going to be interest rates going higher. Now, there was buyers who were ready to buy, and as interest rates went higher, their affordability became lower. So now they're not able to live in the home that they want to live in if they were to purchase. So they say, let's rent and let's get the home that we want to get, and hopefully rates go down and we make more money and we can afford what it is that we want to be able to buy.
Hey y'all, so we just came from outside spending mad money, right? So We came home. We went back. Hold on, Mom. I'm trying to record. We came back upstairs. We went downstairs to see the management because she kept telling us, come see me, come see me. So we finally seen her. She gives us a new contract for the lease. Guess how much they are going to be charging us for rent? We pay $1,640 for 3 small ass bedrooms, a small ass kitchen, a small ass living room, 2 small ass hallways, a small ass bathroom. They're gonna double our rent to charge us $3,770 fucking dollars a month to live in this small ass apartment. Zoran, where you at? I don't even know where to move to. I don't have no connections to other states. Oh my God. $3,700. That's how they kick you out. That's how the rich kick out the poor. They raise your rent.
Wait, from 1640 to 3000.
From 1640 to $3,770. Y'all do the math. That is fucking